How we doing, YouTube? Steve here. Oh, it is January 28th, Tuesday, about 1 o'clock Central Time. I'm out here in, just outside Detroit with a load of, it was Coca-Cola products. It was Sprite on the back of the trailer. I'm not sure what was on the front. Cans of Sprite cases. The truck in front of me sitting there with her doors open. That's a Dart truck. And she's got Diet Cokes on the back of hers, I see. And I think the fellow in the back then next to me had orange, some kind of orange something on his. So this came out of Chicago. I don't know if it's a bottler. They had some offices where I picked it up at. So I'm not sure if it was a bottler or not, but East of O'Hare a little bit. Not a good place to get in and out of. Especially at 6 o'clock, at 7 o'clock at night or whatever time I was up there. A lot of car traffic. But we got it. And then stopped out. Where did I stop at? Oh, the way station there in Gary. Portage, whatever they call that one there on 94. I was going to go a little bit further. I wasn't going to go into Michigan because I don't know parking very well on 94 across Michigan. I know there is a fair bit of it. I just don't know where. A lot of it's little cubby holes and things, and I don't know exactly where those are at. So I said, you know what? I'll just stop right here at the way station. I got plenty of light. I won't have to worry about anybody messing with the trailer. And that will work out good. Which it did. And got up this morning, had a little breakfast, and then buzzed right over here. Now I got to run back to Spangler Candy Company. I've got that load before. They gave me some freebies last time I was there. I'll make sure to tell them thank you for that when I get there, and maybe that'll prime the pump to give me a little bit more. They're very nice folks. And then I should have enough time to get home tonight. Yeah, should have plenty of time to get home. Maybe not plenty, but I should. Well, I'm not unloaded here yet. I better not put the cart before the horse. My appointment was an hour ago. I got here like 10 minutes after my appointment time, but you never can tell with these places. Are they fast? Are they not fast? The fellow came out to make sure he could get his dock plate up that's unloading me. He said, I'll get right on it to get you out of here. So, but I don't feel this trailer bouncing a tremendous amount. So I don't know if he's got to go put the product away or not, or if he just sets it somewhere and then puts it away later. That's the tricky part. If he goes, like if he picks up his kid and then has to go halfway through the building to put it away, it can take a fair bit of time. I don't know if he has to do anything else to check it in, if he's got to scan it or anything. Like the Walmart gang, they're always scanning stuff when you take stuff to them. But anywho, yeah, I'm up here and I was listening to Canadian radio, Ontario, Windsor, whatever's right across Windsor, I guess it would be. Is that in Ontario? I don't know my Canadian provinces that well. I'm pretty sure Windsor's right across the border from Detroit. Anyway, I'm close enough to get AM radio from there. And they are a bit concerned about these tariffs that might be coming on Saturday. I think that's the first Saturday. And the devastation it could cause their economy. They're talking about COVID-like relief checks and massive unemployment, and they're pretty worried about it. Well, and for good reason. They don't really know what it is. That's one of the big problems, the best I can tell, is they don't. Is it 2% raised gradually? Is it 25% all at once? Is it a lot on this product, none on that product? I don't know enough about the Canadian United States trade situation to know if they're giving us the business or not giving us the business. But it sounds like there is an issue with them not doing as much as they could in terms of immigration. So you would think that they would, rather than worry about what these tariffs are going to do, they would solve that immigration issue or do something to address it, and then the tariffs wouldn't even be an issue. But nobody brought that up, talking about that. They were just talking about what they were going to do if these tariffs come, and they were worried about it. You could tell that they were. This is an issue for them because we are their major trading partner, and it would devastate their economy. It would not be good for the ag sector. A lot of ag products flow back and forth between Canada and us, and fertilizer comes out of Canada down to us. Not to mention other energy, oil or whatnot. And then the neck of the woods I'm in right here, Detroit and Windsor, they got a tremendous amount of trade back and forth right across there. The automotive industry does. So I think the uncertainty is the biggest issue of what it's actually going to be. Except I don't know enough about that to speak intelligently in terms of what should or shouldn't happen. I'm just kind of looking at it from the outside, looking in at what I kind of see, and I don't. It doesn't. I think they've. When Trump was in the last time, he negotiated a new. Well, it used to be called NAFTA, and then I think they called it something else when he did it. NAFTA was Bill Clinton, and then he called it something else, I think, when this latest agreement. And according to the administration, Canada has not been living up to their end of the deal. In terms of, I think, in terms of what they purchase from us, the quotas or goals that they're supposed to hit. So, and realistically, ever since World War II, Europe especially, they've really been taking advantage of us on trade. At the time that happened, part of the reason they made the dollar the American currency, or the world currency, was because America was the only game in town. Europe was destroyed industrially. So the theory was that the United States will take a hit on this trade in terms of how equal it was, but that will help build Europe back to what they were before the war. Well, they've been back to that point for decades, but they still take advantage of us on trade like they're not. So we definitely need to do some work with them. Mexico, of course, we got issues with them on the border and fentanyl and all that kind of stuff that Trump wants to work on. And they haven't necessarily really lived up to their expectations in terms of trade either. Now, they do buy a lot of corn. Mexico is our largest corn importer. I'm not sure about beans too, but definitely our largest corn importer. And then cattle. We get cattle out of Mexico that get fed down around Texas and Arizona and those feedlots down there. But it's definitely a one-way street. We buy a lot more from them than they buy from us. So it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. I feel my trailer bouncing. You always try to feel how far forward he came on the trailer to get a skid of product. You know how close he is to being done. Hopefully not too much longer. I guess I've only been here an hour. I can't complain too much about that. Actually, I can, but they're doing okay. Get us out of here in time so I can buzz down there to Bryan, Ohio, is where Spangler's at. And nothing against Michigan, but I'd rather drive through Ohio than drive through Michigan. So I didn't really want to go back across 94 again. That's a miserable road to go across, but. All right, everybody, we're at 9:49. God bless everybody. Hope everybody has a great week or has a great day. And I don't know if I'll have time to check in later, but if I don't, I will. If I do, I will. So